These are the basic tools you'll need to work on a residential
120 volt electrical system.
This video focuses on tools you'll need to install or repair fixtures, switches, receptacles you'll commonly see in homes. You can add to these basic tools many things like fish tape for fishing wires through walls and other things an electrician apprentice might need. But that kind of thing is out of the scope of this video. This one runs by batteries. You can buy the rechargeable ones. Very bright LED shop light there. This is a contactless voltage tester. Basically put it up to a wire to see if it's live. As you can see, it lights up red and beeps if the wire is live, but you also want to test with something like a multimeter. That's a continuity tester. This one is an easy way to test 120 volts. This one's a receptacle tester. You plug it in and you'll see if something's wrong. It shows you right there what exactly is wrong, and that one tests the GFCI function. See if a GFCI is good. Here we see it in action. If you see two lights on this particular one, then it's good. It's wired properly, it's working properly. Correct wiring. Don't need to test the GFCI here. And here's another little quick way to test to see if it's live, 120 volts. And you can also put one lead in the hot and one lead anywhere metal to see if it's grounded. If it's grounded, the 120 volts will return through the ground and lights up just like that. So you know this is grounded. You'll need various bags of supplies such as wire nuts, screws, things like that. This is part of a breaker finder system. You can plug it into either a light fixture, or you have leads that can test wires, and then you take this part down to the service panel and you'll hear a tone beeping which will get stronger over the correct breaker. It's very helpful because obviously if you're working on a circuit, you're going to have to turn that circuit off, turn that breaker off. You're not going to want to work on a live circuit. Here we go into various small parts, different parts. This is a tiny screwdriver for getting into tight spaces. Very helpful to have. Various different parts. And this part here will strip Romex, so you can go real easily through the insulation. And pliers of various kinds and sizes. This one is a Stanley, and it actually also has wire strippers. So it's alignment pliers, or you could use wire strippers such as that. If you're in a tight spot, you might want to use a smaller one. Also has an angle cutter. You can cut wires, you can twist wires, really thin needle nose pliers, and those are insulated up to 600 volts. So here you have your multi-tester. You can have a totally different video about how to work it, but I like to keep one in the car, keep one with my electrical tools. I like this Klein Tools multimeter. Basically, you can use it for safety to see if something's live. You can see if something's working properly. Right there you have your AC voltage. Put it to 200, test to see if you have 120 volts. You also have current, testing a battery. That's a continuity tester, testing resistance, and then testing DC voltage. Like I said, you can search for videos on how to actually work it. Here I'm going to test a battery. some basic functions. I'm going to test a 9-volt battery, see if I have in fact 9 volts. As you can see, I don't, so that's a bad battery. I wouldn't use that in a multi-tester. Testing a AA battery here. One lead on the bottom, other lead on the positive there. And there you go, I do have 1 point. Whether you're a contractor doing basic jobs like installing appliances or swapping out light fixtures, or you're a homeowner and need to do some basic repairs or installations like changing a receptacle or switch. As always, look at your local laws if you are allowed to work on the electrical in your home. Not included in this video would be a ladder to reach light fixtures, and anything else, please let me know in the comments if I left anything out for doing basic electrical work. At the very least, these tools should be the bare minimum to safely work on electrical work. Of course, if you are not competent or qualified to do work on anything involving electricity, hire a professional. There, you can cut off the tip and then put on a wire nut. There you go. And of course you turn it really tight, test it, pull out the wire, see if it comes out, and then you'll know it's nice and tight. So there you have it, the must-have tools for doing electrical work.